NetIQ Advanced Authentication Online Training. What is NetIQ Advanced Authentication and how does it work? NetIQ Advanced Authentication is a multi-factor authentication (MFA) solution that enhances the security of user identities and access to enterprise systems, applications, and resources. It enables organizations to implement stronger security protocols by requiring multiple forms of verification beyond just a password. Key features of NetIQ Advanced Authentication. Multi-factor authentication. MFA NetIQ Advanced Authentication allows organizations to enforce multiple layers of security. Users are required to verify their identity using two or more authentication factors such as something they know, example, a password, something they have, example, a smart card or mobile device, or something they are, example, biometric data. Flexibility in authentication methods. Password-based authentication. Traditional method using username and password. Biometric authentication supports facial recognition, fingerprint scanning, or voice recognition. Smart cards and tokens can integrate with physical devices like smart cards, hardware tokens, or mobile devices. Push notifications sends a push notification to a user's registered mobile device for one-click authentication. SMS and email sends a one-time passcode, OTP, to the user's phone or email address. Risk-based authentication. NetIQ Advanced Authentication can analyze the risk level of each login attempt and dynamically enforce authentication methods based on the assessed risk. For example, if a login attempt is coming from an unfamiliar location or device, the system might require additional authentication steps. Context-aware authentication. The solution can assess the context of the user's session, example, location, device type, network, and adapt the authentication method accordingly. Adaptive authentication. The system uses behavioral analytics and contextual information to determine the most appropriate authentication method, reducing friction for users while maintaining security. How NetIQ Advanced Authentication works. User enrollment. The user registers their identity in the system by providing authentication credentials, password, biometric data, etc., and linking their account with additional verification factors like a mobile app or smart card. Login request. When a user attempts to log in, the system first verifies the user's identity based on their username and password, or other primary authentication factors. Multi-factor verification. After the primary credentials are verified, the system prompts the user for one or more additional authentication factors. This could include biometric scans, a hardware token, or an SMS OTP, depending on the configured policy. Authentication decision. Based on the gathered factors and configured risk policies, NetIQ Advanced Authentication either grants or denies access to the system. The decision is influenced by factors like the user's behavior, the device used, or the location of the login attempt. Access granted or denied. If the user passes all authentication checks, they gain access to the system. If not, the access attempt is blocked, and the user may be required to go through additional verification steps or contact support. Why is multi-factor authentication important in NetIQ Advanced Authentication? Multi-factor authentication, MFA, in NetIQ Advanced Authentication is important for several reasons, as it enhances security by requiring users to authenticate using more than just a username and password. Here's why MFA is crucial. Increased security by adding additional layers such as biometrics, smart cards, or one-time passwords to the authentication process. MFA reduces the risk of unauthorized access, even if a password is compromised. It ensures that the person attempting to access the system is indeed the rightful user. Protection against phishing and credential theft. MFA helps protect against common cyber attacks like phishing and credential stuffing. Even if an attacker obtains a user's password, they would still need the second factor, example, a token or biometric, to gain access. Regulatory compliance. Many industries have strict regulatory requirements for data protection and privacy, example GDPR, HIPAA, PCI DSS. Implementing MFA helps organizations meet these compliance standards by enhancing access control. Flexibility and user experience. NetIQ Advanced Authentication offers various MFA methods such as mobile apps, email, SMS, biometrics, etc., providing a flexible, user-friendly experience while ensuring security. Users can choose the authentication method that best suits their needs. Risk-based authentication. NetIQ Advanced Authentication can also integrate risk-based authentication, adjusting the authentication requirements based on the risk profile of the login attempt, example, unfamiliar location or device. This makes it more adaptive to the user's behavior and the context of the access request. Mitigates insider threats. MFA makes it harder for unauthorized internal users to gain access to sensitive systems or data, thereby reducing the risks of insider threats. How can NetIQ Advanced Authentication enhance security for enterprises? NetIQ Advanced Authentication provides a robust solution to enhance security for enterprises by offering multi-factor authentication, MFA, and adaptive authentication, reducing the risk of unauthorized access and ensuring that only authorized users can access sensitive resources. Here are several ways it can improve enterprise security. Multi-factor authentication, MFA. NetIQ Advanced Authentication supports various factors for MFA, such as knowledge-based, passwords, PINs, possession-based, smart cards, tokens, mobile phones, and biometric authentication, fingerprints, facial recognition. This multi-layered approach ensures that even if one factor is compromised, unauthorized users will not be able to gain access. Adaptive authentication. It offers adaptive authentication, adjusting the level of authentication based on the risk associated with each login attempt. Factors such as the user's location, device, and behavior patterns can trigger additional authentication requirements, providing stronger security in high-risk scenarios. Single sign-on, SSO, integration. NetIQ Advanced Authentication integrates seamlessly with single sign-on, SSO, solutions, allowing users to authenticate once and gain access to multiple systems, reducing the risk of weak passwords and credential reuse. This improves both security and user experience by minimizing the number of login credentials required. Context-aware authentication. It enables context-aware authentication, taking into account factors like the user's behavior, the device being used, and network location. This approach increases security by automatically requiring stronger authentication if unusual behavior or a high-risk environment is detected. Self-service capabilities. Users can manage their authentication factors, example adding or removing devices or biometric data, reducing administrative workload and improving user satisfaction while maintaining control over security settings. Self-service password reset and biometric registration features ensure minimal disruption to end users and reduce the chances of social engineering attacks. Centralized administration. It provides a centralized platform to manage and configure authentication policies, making it easier for administrators to enforce security standards across the organization. Enterprises can create tailored authentication rules based on specific roles or security needs, further strengthening the security posture. Compliance and reporting. NetIQ Advanced Authentication helps enterprises meet various regulatory compliance requirements such as GDPR, HIPAA, and PCI DSS by ensuring secure access and providing audit trails of authentication events. Comprehensive logging and reporting capabilities allow organizations to monitor and analyze access events, detect suspicious activity, and respond quickly to potential security incidents. What are the key features of NetIQ Advanced Authentication? NetIQ Advanced Authentication offers a robust and flexible multi-factor authentication (MFA) solution that helps organizations strengthen security while ensuring a smooth user experience. Key features include multi-factor authentication, supports multiple authentication factors such as passwords, biometrics, smart cards, PINs, and one-time passcodes, OTPs. This reduces the risk of unauthorized access by requiring more than just a password. Biometric authentication allows users to authenticate using biometric methods such as facial recognition, fingerprint scanning, or voice recognition, offering a convenient and secure way to verify identity. Adaptive authentication adapts authentication requirements based on factors like the user's location, device, behavior, and risk level, providing a dynamic approach to security. Passwordless authentication supports passwordless authentication methods, reducing the risks associated with password theft or phishing attacks. This could include biometric, hardware tokens, or push notifications. Integration with existing systems easily integrates with various enterprise systems, including Active Directory, LDAP, VPNs, and cloud applications, to provide unified authentication for all environments. Risk-based authentication identifies high-risk situations and adjusts authentication requirements accordingly, such as asking for additional factors when unusual behavior or devices are detected. Multi-platform support works across various devices, including desktops, smartphones, tablets, and VPNs, ensuring seamless authentication experiences for users regardless of the platform. Authentication policies allows administrators to define authentication policies based on user roles, locations, and devices, providing flexibility in how authentication is managed. Self-service portal includes a self-service portal for users to manage their authentication methods, reset passwords, and update security settings, reducing administrative overhead. Audit and reporting provides detailed audit logs and reporting features for administrators to monitor authentication events, detect suspicious activities, and ensure compliance with security policies. How does NetIQ Advanced Authentication integrate with existing systems? NetIQ Advanced Authentication integrates with existing systems by providing flexible authentication mechanisms that can be easily incorporated into a variety of environments. The integration typically occurs through the following approaches. Directory Services Integration. NetIQ Advanced Authentication can integrate with Active Directory (AD) or LDAP-based directories to authenticate users. This allows organizations to extend their existing identity management infrastructure while leveraging advanced authentication methods like biometrics, smart cards, or mobile-based solutions. Single sign-on. SSO NetIQ Advanced Authentication supports integration with single sign-on (SSO) systems, enabling users to authenticate once and gain access to multiple applications and services without re-entering credentials. It integrates with SSO protocols like SAML, OAuth, and OpenID Connect. VPN and remote access solutions. It can be integrated with virtual private networks, VPNs, and remote access solutions to provide additional layers of security. For example, when a user tries to access the network remotely, they are required to authenticate using a multi-factor authentication (MFA) method. Cloud applications. NetIQ can be integrated with cloud-based applications through SSO or APIs. It ensures that MFA or other advanced authentication methods are enforced for cloud services like Office 365, Salesforce, or custom cloud-based systems. Custom applications. Organizations can integrate NetIQ Advanced Authentication into custom applications through APIs and SDKs. This enables businesses to implement multi-factor authentication based on their unique requirements while ensuring compatibility with the overall security architecture. Authentication protocols. NetIQ supports various authentication protocols, including Radius, Kerberos, and others, to facilitate secure access to a wide range of systems, including network devices, endpoints, and legacy applications. Adaptive authentication. By incorporating adaptive authentication, NetIQ can assess the context of a user's access request, such as location, device type, or behavior, and apply additional authentication layers as needed, seamlessly integrating with existing user workflows. Integration with identity management systems. It integrates with identity management systems, example, NetIQ Identity Manager, to provide a unified approach to user authentication and identity lifecycle management. What authentication methods are supported by NetIQ Advanced Authentication? NetIQ Advanced Authentication supports several authentication methods designed to enhance security and flexibility for organizations. Some of the key authentication methods it supports include password-based authentication, traditional username and password combinations, multi-factor authentication, MFA, a combination of multiple authentication factors such as something you know, password, something you have, token, phone, or something you are, biometrics. Biometric authentication, fingerprint, facial recognition, or voice recognition. Smart cards and tokens. Physical smart cards or hardware tokens for a higher level of security. One-time passwords, OTP. Generated through apps like Google Authenticator or sent via SMS or email. Push notifications. Authentication by approving a notification sent to a user's mobile device. Behavioral authentication. Based on patterns of user behavior, such as typing speed or mouse movements. Risk-based authentication. Factors in the user's environment, location, device, etc., to assess the risk and determine the authentication method. Adaptive authentication. Adjusts the authentication process based on various conditions and contexts. How can NetIQ Advanced Authentication improve user experience while ensuring security? NetIQ Advanced Authentication enhances user experience while ensuring robust security through several key features and mechanisms. Multi-factor authentication. MFA NetIQ Advanced Authentication supports various factors such as biometric recognition, fingerprint, facial recognition, smart cards, mobile authentication, and hardware tokens. By offering multiple authentication methods, it provides users with flexibility in how they authenticate while ensuring high security. Adaptive authentication. The solution dynamically adjusts the authentication process based on factors such as the user's location, device, and risk level. For example, if a user logs in from a new device or location, the system may require additional authentication methods. This risk-based approach minimizes friction for trusted users while maintaining security. Seamless user experience. The solution is designed to be easy to use, with minimal disruption to users. For example, biometric authentication allows users to log in quickly with a fingerprint or face scan, rather than requiring complex passwords. It reduces the cognitive load on users by decreasing reliance on passwords and ensuring that the authentication process is smooth. Passwordless authentication. NetIQ Advanced Authentication allows for passwordless logins using methods like biometrics or push notifications on mobile devices. This eliminates the need to remember and manage passwords, improving the user experience and reducing the risk of password-related breaches. Single sign-on (SSO) integration. The solution integrates seamlessly with existing single sign-on (SSO) systems. This means that users authenticate once and gain access to multiple applications without having to re-enter credentials, improving convenience while maintaining security. Context-aware authentication. By taking into account the context of each login attempt, such as the user's behavior patterns, device security posture, and network conditions, NetIQ Advanced Authentication helps reduce false positives and negatives, making the login experience more accurate and secure. Ease of administration. For administrators, the platform offers centralized management of authentication policies, providing visibility and control over user access. This allows organizations to fine-tune security requirements and ensure compliance without affecting the user experience. Why choose Proexcellency for NetIQ Advanced Authentication online training? Proexcellency is an excellent choice for NetIQ Advanced Authentication online training for several reasons. Experienced trainers. Proexcellency offers trainers with deep expertise in NetIQ Advanced Authentication, providing high-quality and detailed training. Comprehensive curriculum. Their courses are structured to cover all key aspects of NetIQ Advanced Authentication, from installation and configuration to advanced troubleshooting and integration. Hands-on learning. Proexcellency emphasizes practical, hands-on learning, enabling students to gain real-world experience with the NetIQ Advanced Authentication platform. Flexible learning options. With online training, Proexcellency offers flexible scheduling, making it easier for participants to learn at their own pace and convenience. Customized training. The training can be tailored to meet specific organizational needs, ensuring that the content is relevant and directly applicable. Post-training support. Proexcellency offers ongoing support even after the training is complete, ensuring that participants can get help with any questions or issues that may arise during implementation. Reputation. Proexcellency is known for its high-quality training services and customer satisfaction, with a track record of helping professionals advance their skills and certifications. Affordable pricing. They offer competitive pricing, providing great value for comprehensive, expert-led training. Thank you.